season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and you've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well.
So, turning it on! Gets it past the mark. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult way to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, it's Ventura. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deeper.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In these situations, third and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushes loose. Go get that QB.
So Boston College's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Power football with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Boston College wants to play fast. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Golden Eagles are rolling down the field.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big third down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a quick throw brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, no surprise there on defense. You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal.
Here we go.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Obviously, already made the long field goal. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. The defense just gives back its mini victory of forcing the field goal try with the roughing the kicker penalty, and now they'll have to come up with a stop in the red zone. Breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Spreads the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Darisaw. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Ventura. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Going to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going for the big play.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Sets up the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boston College will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to...
Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Ventura. Going for it all. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. That's caught. It's Baker. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. Boston College right back to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Throw. It's Ventura trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the outside. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Right? The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This offensive coordinator has got to find a way to slow down this defensive end in the 4-3 scheme. You might want to start thinking about double teaming him with a tight end, maybe using a running back on some chips to try to give your quarterback more time.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Unloads it left. It's caught. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll immediately call timeout. And now on second down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Looking to throw, it's Ventura. Fires to the right. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. But they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The quick out. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Boston College wants to play fast.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make the first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Offense lining up quickly. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Couldn't find his man last time. That leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide receiver going in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Makes the grab.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Ventura. He lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. Here we go, here we go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Coates. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now the play fake. Escapes trouble. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. Team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. You should have ran a better route.
Here's a hit. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on first down with the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you've got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to come to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's got an open man. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on. Offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Fakes the grab. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Get it out on the screen. Got a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. He's got it. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Dropping back, it's Ventura. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. NC State quick to the line. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone is Johnston. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Tripped up for the tackle. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team, because on paper they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
He's in space downfield. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Golden Eagles want to to pick up the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Boston College will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Makes the catch at the 30. Slips through the line. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Special teams proving to be special. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 24 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Complete to start this drive. Still running at the 40. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll run play action. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. It's a draw. He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Boston College right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here.
As a quarterback, you just have to know where you are on the field. It's one thing to hold on to the ball, and it's one thing to take a sack. You cannot keep retreating, going backwards.
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner will be dragged down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well,
there he goes. Good pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Golden Eagles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
one of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It stops.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It stops. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Working that left side now. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. There's the pressure. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Picks up the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls in complete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there is definitely a school of thought, and nowadays, well, I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home.
Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Defense looks like they're coming. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting rid.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job in the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked. They should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. The coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit?